Kohls shares sinking almost 8% after the retailer slashed full-year outlook during its latest earnings report.
This quarter, shares of Home Depot falling in pre-market trade, down about 2.5%. The home improvement retailer hit hard by softening sales growth.
Footlocker has announced a major change to its business model while revitalizing its relationship with Nike. The retailer plans to close 400 low-performing, mainly mall-based locations that represent about 10% of its total sales.
Today, 2 local Marshals discount clothing stores closed the doors for the last time.
Rite Aid plans to close another 63 stores.
David's Bridal, the nation's largest wedding dress retailer, may not live happily ever after.
In just 24 hours, there will be another empty storefront in the Loop. Old Navy, closes up shop on State Street.
In a world dominated by brands, it's hard to lose your favorite one. However, the state of the retail sector gives little to no hope for big box retailers to survive. In this video, we'll talk about 15 major retailers that are under severe economic pressure and might collapse soon. But before moving to the first one on our list, consider subscribing to the channel, as this is the most effective way to support the production of future exciting videos. Now, without further delay, here is the list of 15 retailers undergoing hardships. Number 1, Home Depot. One of the largest home improvement retail firms had to hit the brakes as consumers spent less on home improvement projects. Retailer's first quarter results fell below expectations, causing a decrease in the outlook for the year due to customers spending less money. During the latest quarter, Home Depot saw a 4.5% drop in sales at stores that had been open for at least a year, and its income decreased by 6.4% compared to the same period last year. Number 2, Kohls. One of the largest department stores in America can no longer hide economic pressure. Already in 2022, experts predicted hard times for the company as the trend of slowing sales was rising. Biggest threat to the company right now is competition, as wide moat Amazon and other e-commerce discount and specialty retailers will continue to siphon apparel sales from it and other department stores. Thus, while Kohls has responded to threats with increased e-commerce, improved merchandising, and enhanced loyalty program, its operating margins have declined from the low double digits over the past 10 years, says David Schwartz, senior analyst at Morningstar. Number 3, Staples. The office supply industry has encountered difficulties due to various reasons, including competition from online retailers like Amazon, changes in consumer preferences and habits, and the effect of the pandemic on remote work trends. Furthermore, office supply shops have generally experienced declining retail sales as inflation has risen and consumers have limited their non-essential spending. According to the U.S. Department of Commerce, retail sales decreased by 0.4% in February 2023 from the preceding month. Number 4, David's Bridal. David's Bridal declared bankruptcy, resulting in more than 9,000 workers being laid off. This decision was made after the company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in April. Despite this, David's Bridal has stated that its stores and e-commerce website will remain open during the financial restructuring process. According to court documents, the Pennsylvania-based company has a debt of $257 million. Number 5, Rite Aid. Over the last 2 years, the drugstore chain has closed dozens of stores nationwide after selling 2,000 stores. The company has less potential to compete with direct rivals. The company has also recently announced a mass closure of more of its unprofitable stores. On top of the 145 stores Rite Aid shut down in 2021, at the beginning of the year, the company also reaffirms its fiscal year 2023 guidance for total revenues between $23.7 billion and $24 billion US dollars. Net loss between $584 million and $551 million US dollars. Number 6, Victoria's Secret. In 2021, the lingerie giant closed hundreds of stores in the US and Canada. Victoria's Secret & Co. announced a 5% decline in first quarter revenues to $1.4 billion in June. The company attributed this drop to a volatile macro environment and increased promotional activity, which also impacted its margins. It's not a secret that Victoria's Secret has faced challenges in the past few years. Some customers have turned away from its marketing and heavily featured supermodels and angels fashion shows, opting for more specialized bra brands. Additionally, the brand has been caught up in the controversy surrounding founder Leslie Wexner's connections to Jeffrey Epstein. As a result, some longtime buyers have lost interest in Victoria's Secret clothing. Number 7, Marshals. The economic environment has not been kind to the famous store chain Marshals. Right now, U.S. clothing retailers are struggling with declining sales. Bloomberg writes that retailers expect sales to fall off sharply. Unsurprisingly, Marshals has been closing its stores in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Minneapolis, Minnesota. Number 8, Footlocker. Footlocker said in March that it would close nearly 200 stores in Class C and D malls, 200 stores in lower-performing A and B malls. However, the company intends to shut down 400 stores in the U.S., which is a huge hit for consumers and regional malls as they'll lose huge clients. Right now, only the future will show whether rebranding will save the company, as the officials hope this strategy will work. Footlocker CEO and president Mary Drillen said the company is revitalizing a partnership with Nike, which includes a shared vision of the future marketplace, aligning on growth plans and key strategic areas like basketball, kids, and sneaker culture. Number 9, Old Navy. A San Francisco Old Navy store, which has been in operation for 30 years, scheduled to shut down this summer. This is another addition to a long list of retailers closing due to prevalent crime in the city. Store's lease on Market Street, which is only 3 miles away from the parent company's headquarters, expired on July 1st. The Old Navy closure comes just weeks after Gap Incorporated revealed it would slash 1,800 jobs across the country as part of a cost-cutting reorganization. Number 10, Urban Outfitters. When your target demographic refuses to buy your product, it's over for any company. Inflation forced the younger generation to be more frugal and spend less on brands like Urban Outfitters. Retailers are bracing themselves for a reduced spending among younger generations. We see younger and less affluent customers spending much more cautiously on discretionary items and often waiting for promotions before buying, said Richard A. Hain. In aggregate, McKinsey expects global fashion sales growth of 5% to 10% for luxury and negative 2% to positive 3% for the rest of the industry in 2023. Number 11, 7-Eleven. As the company grows, there's a higher chance of having problems with franchises. In 2021, a significant number of 7-Eleven franchisees have expressed concern over a national labor shortage that is impacting their ability to keep stores open 24/7. The National Coalition of Associations of 7-Eleven franchisees, which represents approximately 7,200 locations across the U.S. Number 12, Lowe's. In May, Lowe's, a major competitor of Home Depot, reduced its yearly sales and profit predictions due to decreased demand for home improvement tools, likely caused by inflation. Consumers have been forced to reduce their discretionary spending as a result. According to Reuters, sales have been impacted by a shift towards services, lower lumber prices, and a slow start to the spring season. This is combined with consumers who are wary of inflation and opt for cheaper options. Some customers choose more affordable brands, while others select lower quality substitutes or cheaper countertops. 13, Giant Eagle. According to Mashed, Giant Eagle has struggled to keep up with changing consumer needs and online shopping, resulting in store closures and restructuring. Locations in Ohio and Pennsylvania have shut down with no specific reasons given. A Columbus store closed its 4,000 square foot dining area due to shifts in shopping and dining interests. Another location in Columbus closed in January 2021. Finally, let's not forget about the competition, as online retail has been pressuring brick and mortar businesses, forcing many of them either adapt or cease to exist. 14, Macys. The famous department store chain has shocked its consumers with a significant strategic decision to close dozens of stores across the U.S. According to Insider, as part of its restructuring plan announced in 2020, Macys is closing down some of its stores. The plan, which spans over 3 years, involves shutting down a total of 125 stores and reducing staff members to cut costs. streamline operations, and improve efficiency. Macys CEO Jeff Gannett has previously stated the company intended to bring teams closer together and eliminate duplicate work. Macys closed some stores in 2020, 2021, and 2022, including 7 locations in January last year. The department store chain is also experimenting with smaller, trendier concept stores known as Market by Macys, located outside suburban shopping malls. 15 Walgreens. Giant pharmacy firm Walgreens is trying to save the company by reducing the number of its stores in the US and the UK. In June, the company announced the closure of 150 locations in the United States and 300 locations in the United Kingdom. The pharmacy chain reported lower earnings compared to the same quarter last year, $118 million or 14 cents a share, compared to $289 million or 33 cents a share a year ago. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and let us know what you think about this subject in the comments section below.